I'm Dr. Jordin Wiggins, and this is the Pleasure Principles podcast. Join me on this journey where sex, science, and sensuality meet. Let's change the conversation around sex and pleasure together.
So I am sick. I did the superwoman thing and I tried to push through. Told my friends 2 or 3 weeks ago, saying, I've been doing too much. Need a break, need to rest. And how do we think that all ended? I got sick and I actually napped 2 days in a row, which is huge for me. Anyways, pushed off recording this to the last minute because I didn't want to sound, well, I had laryngitis earlier in the week and barely could speak. So it's a big improvement. I want to start today with a truth, something that's been coming up with my clients. The pleasure path is not what we expect it to be. I struggle too. This being sick, it's like I knew I was going to burn out. I knew it. I knew I was going in the superwoman cycle. Did not listen to my body's warning signs, did not ask for the help that I needed, and I got sick. So the truth is that I struggle with the things that we talk about too, and that is why people say like you're in my head. It sounds like you're speaking to me. It's because I get these things on a deep level because I am you. On our way to pleasure, it's a work in progress, but we want to get to that place. We get to a place where our tanks are so empty that we're just like, can't do it anymore, can't function anymore. We want to get to the place where things are good and easy and we check the boxes. And life somewhat works that way, especially with material things, career, where we're adding. There's new, more, we're achieving. And that's the thing. And that's why I love you, Superwoman, because you're successful and you're sensible and we got that down. You're very caring. You care about other people. But when we're living what my teacher calls that upgrade life, like we excel at it, but it's coming at a cost and it's not the way we think. It's more cyclical. There's highs and lows, expansion and contraction, periods of immense growth, and then periods of integration or contraction. And this is normal, but our all or nothing brains don't think like that. My clients want the process of, they have these amazing learning and these amazing wins. Like I had 2 clients that were in sexless marriages have sex in the past week. And let's just be clear here. It's not about the sex. It's about their fulfillment. They went from overgiving, people pleasing, exhausted, resentful robots with capes on to softer, seductive, alluring with their power. Their husbands are complimenting them, stepping up, asking them how they're doing, what they need. And these are internal shifts. It's internal work on this pleasure journey that these women did. And now they have connection. Now they have energy. Now they have more peace, more pleasure in and out of the bedroom. And we want that. We want those highs. We want the wins of the like, yes, we just had sex for the first time in 2 years with one and in, I think, like 5 years with another. We want that level of success, but it is always followed by a little contraction. And that's the contraction part, the destabilization part that we want to avoid because we're successful and we're practical. So we don't want to risk shaking things up. We can be successful and practical, or we can start turning inward, start listening to our desires, our soul, our fantasies, what makes us feel alive. Be honest about what we're missing in our lives and in our current relationships. And that is where the magic really starts to happen. And we can do all the podcasts, the self-help books, the counseling. We are great at information gathering, and we're even great at finding the right information. Like if you are listening to this podcast and I am speaking to you, you found the right information. But how are you integrating? How are you taking action? And actually, I want to tell you something really important because I hear this from women whose pleasure tanks are empty often. They say, I don't know if I have it in me to do anymore. And I intimately know what it's like to be in that place. And I'm asking them, like, but do you have it in you to continue to live life in your current state? Barely holding on, having 25 plates spinning, not feeling supported. And there's this funny thing. The more success we have, the more we have, we think that it should get easier. But that is not the case. It actually gets lonelier. And I speak to public figures. I speak to people who it looks really good on the outside, and you're alone on the couch scrolling social and at night envious of the content that you're seeing. And some of the people that I work with are putting out this content and people don't know that they are drowning in their marriage, in their business, that they have lost themselves. And there is this deep rooted sense of shame. And it's lonely because we don't feel like we can talk about it because it does look so damn good on the outside. We have the career, we're taking the trips, but we can't talk to friends. Our employees don't get it. Our husbands or partners, they're wired different. And actually, here's another truth. We're going to stop taking advice from men on certain things, on time management for one, and about our health for two, because they just don't get it. More on that later. People don't get it. And if you were to complain or if you were to say, I'm not happy because of all that you have and all that you appear to have, it looks so good on the outside. So it's a mind fuck that we don't think we have the right to not be happy. So we start telling ourselves, like, I should be happy, or why can't I just be happy? Or let me focus on the next goal or the numbing behaviors. Maybe it's the drinking, maybe it's the online shopping, buying a new property. But I honestly believe that the pressure is higher now than ever for super women. And that is why you need support. You cannot do it alone. Do you have it in you to live another 5 years, 10 years in this current state? And do you want to only take this seriously when you are hospitalized and ill or when your marriage has completely broken down? The time to act is now. Don't you want to wake up feeling good, having extra energy, feeling desired, cared for, supported, not needing 3 sizes of clothes because you are puffy some days, feeling light, relaxed, carefree? And honestly, if somebody would have said that to me at the beginning, I don't know if I would have believed it because I didn't know the way. I didn't have a guide. And I told myself that that wasn't for me. I wasn't wired that way. Would look at people that were happy, or I would tell myself, like, oh, that's for the people on Venice Beach. That's for the people living hashtag van life or backpacking around Europe. Like, those people are happy and carefree. And I want wealth. I am bougie. I want those things. So therefore, it means I must sacrifice and not be happy. But the truth is that it is all available, however, not how you are currently operating. So if this is you, there are two ways to work with me right now. And actually, I'm going to be honest. So I said no to an opportunity that was not aligned. It was going to pay extremely well. It was going to be easy, but it didn't feel right. So I normally only work with 4 private clients at a time, but because I said no to this opportunity, I had 8 hours a week in my schedule open up, and it is just so darn fun to work with all of you. So I'm adding 2 private coaching spots to my calendar because I have the bandwidth. And if you are at a point that you don't want to live another day feeling this way, head to the show notes, fill out an application. We're going to work together for 3 months. It is 100% customized to you. And you're at a point right now where you need to change and you need support to do so. The wheels might be falling off. Your pleasure tank is empty and you're sick of trying all the things and not getting the return on your investment. And the second way to work with me is our summer sale. And it is the summer sale on the feminine mentorship. And literally, I'm so excited to do this. And see, and this is how saying no, being in my truth and staying in alignment, saying no to one opportunity opens a door for something so much better. You are going to get $10,000 in elite bonuses by buying now. It's going to include private coaching with me that you can get started on right away. And this is the only way that you are going to be able to take advantage of private coaching with me, doing the mentorship for 2025. And the only way of doing it is this way. So head to the show notes and apply. I'm taking limited spots because, again, I'm very protective of my pleasure tank. And when I am not, then I'm sick. Go figure. And guess what? Half of my clients are sick every 5, 6 weeks, just pushing through. So you don't want to miss this, especially because you know it's going to sell out. I know those of you, you watched me advertise it for last year. You made the excuses, oh, I don't have it in me. What if my relationship blows up? Well, what if it's better? What if it is literally better than you could have ever imagined? So head to the link in the show notes, apply. You and I are going to get on a call. And if you're not sure, should I do one-on-one coaching? Should I do the mentorship? Apply. We'll get you on my calendar. We'll have a conversation and we are going to make sure that this is right and it is going to get you the results that you want because we're business women. We want to see return on investment. And I get that. And I want that for you too. So, I want to give you 4 Tantra inspired pleasure practices that I use with my clients, and you can start taking action on them today. Now, Tantra, I know when I say that, people think sex or the Kama Sutra. Tantra is a spiritual and philosophical tradition, way of thinking. There's many different texts and philosophies, but it's encompassing a wide range of practices and beliefs that are aimed to facilitate personal transformation, spiritual enlightenment, expansion. So, Tantra is not just about sex. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm actually going to give you 5. That's right. I was trying to condense it into 4, but I couldn't. So we're going to do 5 Tantra inspired pleasure practices. And these are going from like non sexual to more sexual. And if you are in a stuck, resentful place or you are not in a relationship, we're all, no matter where we are at, we should probably starting with the non-sexual practices because we're not entangling it with ecstasy or another person or, sexuality and in that whole thing. So, tip number 1, find sensation. Practice finding sensation in your body. It is a superwoman curse. We're in our heads. We are not feeling, we're just thinking and doing, doing, doing. So, I want you to check in 3 times per day to get out of your head and into your body. Maybe put a reminder in your phone and remember to look for pleasurable sensation as well. So, okay, I feel heat in my groin. I feel tension in my jaw. I feel warmth and expansion around my heart. So we're checking in for sensation. And I want you to do this multiple times per day. Put those reminders in your phone. Number two, movement. We are so trapped. We can look at superwomen's bodies and they are so rigid. It is so important to move our bodies every day, not only for health and to increase sexual expression, orgasmic potential. Like, just the benefits are endless with movement. We know this, but we don't do it. A lot of us are at desks all day. So this is as simple as putting on a song you love for 5 minutes and moving your body. And the caveat is in a way that your body wants to move, not in a way that you think is going to look good. This is not about our mind. This is not about our ego. This is energy moving through our bodies. So we can do shaking. You can Google trembling horse. I believe that's Qigong. You could Google Shakti shake. There's a YouTube video of a woman online. She is not speaking English, but it's actually almost better because then you're gonna not try and get it right. You're just gonna watch her move. But yeah, it's like usually music with some type of drums, and you are connecting to the feeling, moving in a way that you want to feel in your body. And it's gonna give you so much energy. Number three is we're going to set intentions. So we are so good at doing this. We are New Year's before we go into meetings, have hard conversations. Like, we're so good at setting intentions for life, but why aren't we doing it for intimacy and pleasure? So if we're going out on a date, if we are self-pleasuring, if we are going to be intimate with someone else, why are we not being intentional? So what do we want the evening, the event, the pleasure practice to be about? Emotionally connecting, relaxing, increasing my ability to be with pleasurable sensation, to have the focus be on my pleasure that night. And then we need to share these intentions with our partners if it's a partnered activity, because we don't want to expect them to mind read. Number four, slow down. I say this all the time. Tantric sex, tantric practices emphasize slow, deliberate movements for prolonged connection and increased sensation. So focus on extending the experience to build deeper physical and emotional connection. Do everything slower. And five is breathing. So you can connect your breath to your partners for much deeper connection. You can practice feeling sensation on your inhales and on your exhales. You can just practice paying attention to your breath to keep you in your body and help keep you softer. You can make sound as you exhale. So many things that we can do with our breath, but there are your 5 Tantra-inspired pleasure practices for superwomen who are in their heads and not in their bodies for deeper intimacy and connection. Have a great week, everybody.
If you like what you heard in this episode, leave me a rating. Your support helps me get discovered by more women like you. Together, we can change the conversation around women's sexual health and pleasure for you, your partners, and generations to come.